Merry meet, my friends. Welcome. Today we are celebrating the Winter Solstice and the mysteries of winter that are revealed as the sun brightens our days. Winter Solstice on the December 21st this year is a time to honor both the light and the darkness that lives within us. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is the shortest day and the longest night of the year. Scientifically speaking, this is the point when the path of the sun in the sky is farthest south. The sun travels its shortest path across the sky, giving us the longest night. To honor this sun, cultures around the world have celebrated for centuries with symbols of fire and light as they welcome the longer days to come. Even as far back as Neolithic times, humans may have celebrated this day with monuments aligned with the sun. The winter solstice, also known as Yule, marks the beginning of winter and is the day of the fewest hours of daylight. Teacher, storyteller, and acclaimed poet Rosemary Watola Tramer reminds us, on the winter solstice, it is a dark world, a world where we cannot see far ahead, a world of silhouette and suggestion, a world that seems to cherish whispers and relish mystery. Yule can be a conflicting time of year as we experience the colder temperatures of winter, if we're lucky, at the same time as the days in the sun get longer. Yule symbolizes a time to celebrate the coming of the sun and longer days, but also a celebration of the stillness of winter. Mother Earth, in many parts of the world, takes a break, or at least slows down from giving us her bounty. Yule is a time to mindfully become aware of the cycles as winter weather approaches. For me, Yule marks the beginning of a time to slow down and turn inwards, a time to take stock of what has served me in the last year and what has not. It is a time to reflect in meditation and stillness. My Celtic pagan roots call me to celebrate winter, even here in Southern California, where we may experience a warm weather in December, like we're experiencing now. There is something deep inside of me that yearns for the stillness of winter. Yet in today's Western society, we keep going, and going. At the same pace, all year long, with no acknowledgement of the changing seasons. I personally find the most important part of being a practicing pagan as the mindful celebration, acknowledgement, and awareness of the seasons. Pagan rituals give us time to become aware of the earth and the sky above, and a way to celebrate the gifts that give us such as the changing seasons, the elements, sunshine to warm and brighten our days, and the moon cycles that bring us our tides. To mark this pagan holiday, my family will be enjoying a simmer pot at home, full of bright oranges to symbolize the warmth of the sun, cinnamon for prosperity in the new season, cranberries for protection, some cloves for abundance, and a pinch of sea salt for grounding. While the home starts to smell yummy with this potion, we will sit in meditation together and turn inward to gratitude for the joy of being together and the gifts our earth, sun, and moon share with us. For without the earth's bounty, the sun's warmth, and the moon's phases, we would not be able to thrive and grow. This is why some pagan communities share stories on winter solstice night and keep vigil as a way of making certain that the sun will rise again. I personally like my sleep, so I will trust that the sun will rise again, without me keeping an eye open on the horizon anticipation. There is a primitive part of our minds that needs to know that at the end of the longest night, the sun will shine on us again. Some other pagan, Yuletime, and Celtic winter solstice traditions might include incorporating a pagan winter solstice symbol into your home, such as yellow candles to symbolize the winter sun, pine to symbolize healing, mistletoe to represent Mother Earth, and the Yule tree to symbolize renewal. You may recognize some of these pagan traditions as the foundation of what creates the winter holiday season as we know it today. Another way pagans celebrate is by sharing rituals. Rituals help us shift our attention to reflect on the inner world within and welcome the new season ahead. One of the most important parts of my pagan practice is taking the time for inner reflection and gratitude and how our lives and energies change with the changing seasons. Dana and I would like to share a ritual with you, similar to the one we will practice at home and in front of a roaring fire, weather permitting. Might actually rain this week. The first day of winter, we might get rain. So let's take a moment together to reflect, release, and let go, and then set intentions for the winter season to come. If you can reflect on your intention, on what you want to let go, please do that, and then write on your little piece of paper that if you need a pencil and paper, please raise your hand and we will pass one to you. Our greeters were very efficient. If you're at home, please take out your pen and paper now. Take a minute to think about the past few months and meditate on what you want to release, what no longer serves you. Take your paper and write down the things that you would like to let go of from the past autumn. For a prompt, think about any thoughts or stories or situations keeping you in the dark, perhaps a bad habit or a limiting belief that is holding you back. When you have finished, please fold your paper up tight and place it in one of the baskets being passed around the hall. To stay safe here in the sanctuary, we won't burn these today in a bonfire. But Dana and I will take everyone's papers and throw them on the fire on the actual day of the solstice, this Thursday, transforming your darkness into light. After letting go, we now set intentions for the new season ahead. A very potent way to do this is to speak our intention for winter out loud to the universe. Take a moment to think of a thing, idea, habit, or practice that you would like to bring into your life. We will then have you turn to your neighbor and mindfully speak your intention out loud to them and the universe. This will help bring your intention into being. If you would like to stand, if you're able, and then speak out loud. I know it's a little scary to commit to something for the next 3 months, but we can do it. What do you want to bring into your life for the next 3 months? I will start by I will commit to practicing the ukulele once a week. So everybody, on the count of 3, say it out loud to the universe, to the person standing next to you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this ritual with us. You may be seated. In closing, the winter solstice is a reminder to let your heart shine as the hours of the sun grow. Nurture what brings you happiness and what lights you up. We celebrate the winter solstice, the shortest day, as the darkness withdraws to give way to the growth and expansion of spring. I'll now read poem The Shortest Day by Susan Cooper in honor of the winter solstice. And so, the shortest day came and the year died, and everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing, to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreen. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them echoing behind us. Listen. All the long echoes singing the same delight, this shortest day. As promise weakens in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, give thanks, and dearly love their friends and hope for peace. And now, so do we, here now, this year, and every year. Welcome, Yule. Thank you.